How you guys doing? You guys doing all right?
Yeah, not much.
Yeah, nothing much either. Nothing much really.
Cool. Yeah, just got back from walking with my wife. So, not a whole lot to do these days, you know?
Still in Morgantown?
Was that?
You're still in Morgantown?
Yep. Yeah, I'm about 3 miles from the college by road. I don't know as a crow flies. It might be 2 miles or something, but pretty close. What's going on, Chris? Kevin?
Not much. How are you?
Not too bad.
How do I get those cool backgrounds?
It's called a virtual background. So if you went down to your video options and go to video settings, virtual background I think is one of them.
Let's see.
So, if I feel like a change of scenery, just change to a tropical scene,
Nice.
or maybe be in California, but I don't want to be in California right now. So we'll go with tropical. So this one's actually a video. If you see the waves and the leaves blowing.
The breeze must feel nice.
I actually got a window going right now, so yeah. Let's see. Trying to see. There we go. So it looks like Virgil's actually outside, where my background's just showing it.
Nope, I'm actually out.
Cool. So how you doing, Carly and James, Amanda?
I believe they're getting ready to join.
Yeah.
Why is this man's in
Madison
Hawaii?
just said that she's going to be joining late. She's in another meeting.
Say that again, Virgil.
Madison said she's in another class meeting, so she's going to be joining late.
Oh, okay.
Why are you in Hawaii?
Oh, it's called a virtual background.
Oh well, yeah, I know that.
Just to mix things up, So, like being in space. Yeah. At the faculty meeting, they all wanted to be where I was with my background. So, yep. Got to have some fun with it. So, it looks like Kevin's getting some sun along with Virgil.
Hey, how's it going?
Not too bad, Kevin. Yeah. Let's see. So we're missing Madison and Nihad. So Nihad went back to his home country, which is 8 hours ahead of us. So right now it'd be about 10 o'clock. So he said he'd be able to make it, but we'll see. All right. So anybody having any technical problems, with all your classes? Are they all going good?
Schultz.
Yeah, well, Schultz's class is pretty confusing.
Did anybody figure out what the whole project portion of that was, by the way?
Say that again, Virgil.
I said, did anybody figure out what we were actually supposed to do for the Schultz second portion of that?
I have no idea. Comment on the discussion post.
Okay, I'm glad that I'm not the only one confused on that.
I don't think he even posts the second group on our page. I think it was just ours, and they could see ours.
Yeah, so what are we supposed to submit by midnight tonight?
I think it's maybe the Word document on the homework page. I'm not sure if we have to submit that or not.
Well, he said the basis of our grade was going to be based around the discussion board posting that we did the other day. So I wasn't sure if we had to still do that portion or if we were only doing what we had already done.
He says we're only graded on our discussion. And,
I'm taking an
Don't
L
have
on
to
this
put anything
one.
in today.
All right. Well, I guess we'll let everybody catch up when they come on. So, how's everybody surviving?
Barely.
Pretty good.
Everybody's good?
Yeah.
Cool.
Something like that.
Well, all right. So, are you guys doing anything? You all right, Amanda?
Yeah. My cat just bit me.
You guys doing anything interesting? Keeping yourselves busy?
I'm working full time.
You got some little kids in the background there, Kevin?
Yeah, I meant to go inside. I guess those are my neighbors.
It's no problem. It's kind of minimal. So, kind of, I mean, you guys come up with anything interesting to do that you've been telling people about that's fun or entertaining at least?
No.
I
No?
play a lot of Xbox.
yeah,
Oh, don't do
Yeah.
that.
a lot of Call of Duty.
A lot of Call of Duty.
Ah. My wife's not that keen on me playing any video games. So, even though I would like to kill some time, you know? But, all right. So, what are you guys doing for the project so far? How's your teams working out?
Pretty good.
Yeah, pretty good.
I think Cole's got some stuff to say.
Yeah. I was able to over the last like couple days, I was able to like add on to the AP data because last time we talked to Troy, he was really interested in us focusing on how we seeing how many deliveries are coming on a certain day if we're like combine those. So as like I was able, and I'm gonna I send this out to my group. I actually finished it last night. I was able to add on like a calendar, like the exact day and year, and so you could filter that out to see. What did I? Oh, you could filter that out to see how many deliveries from which like what it is. Like say this one or the one I'm looking at right now is like the milk section or whatever.
Hmm.
So now I was able to do like something like that, like how many milk deliveries we're having in like one day, and then that would be able to we could be able to like combine what the other group's doing with the like the carbon, like how much carbon emissions are being produced, and then like we could do like break it down to like a percentage, I guess is what I guess that could work, something like that.
All right. So, the last time we talked to Troy, he was interested in um, a spreadsheet. So, like, you plug in the information and out would come some numbers. Have you guys thought about how to display the data if they put in that it's a 53-foot trailer with, an order going to Evansdale? You guys done anything like that yet?
Do you think the model should be, we'd have like a list of trucks and then you kind of put in your destination and I'm not really sure how to like format the model to so the results are what you want to like show your carbon footprint. Like I don't what do you think the result should be, like the number should be like a percentage of carbon in the air, or I'm not really sure.
That's a good question. I haven't thought about it from that angle. So, I mean, just kind of spitballing it in my own head, I was thinking have some type of, let's say, drop down in Excel where you pick like the type of truck, where it's going, um, maybe some other options that you guys have identified. And at the end, it puts out some type of value. So you can play around with it like that. Like, for example, a 30-foot box truck versus a 53-foot semi. Could be some options that you guys could compare. Might be similar, might not, because a semi, you might have it, if you broke down, let's say, by the pound, pound of materials, which I don't believe they gave that data, so you guys might not be able to do that. But if you guys did, or per item, so this would be the carbon per item. So a 53-foot truck full of products might have a lower carbon footprint than a pickup truck with just a few items. Does that make sense to you guys? All right. But coming up with an Excel spreadsheet or something to use where, maybe very minimal input from the user and it comes up with a value. You guys have any kind of experience like that, playing around with Excel?
I think we did a little bit of that in Shelton's class last semester.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't have to be anything crazy, just something simple, because they're going to take it and expand on it. So if we can get the basics down, that would be a huge help. Like, the effect, the carbon effect per mile based on the type of truck. Getting down to a unit such as the mile, or units of, or products that are in it, a unit of a product, could be some that you think of. You guys have because Troy was looking at Tuesday having another meeting like this where he'd be involved.
Yeah, I took notes when we talked to him in class, and I haven't really looked at the notes until today. So
Okay.
I can definitely work on some stuff between today and tomorrow.
Okay.
Like putting everything into Excel and like sorting it out.
So do you think you guys can come up with something by Monday, and we have another meeting on Monday to kind of prepare for Tuesday? And I don't mean to drag this out for an hour and 15 minutes like our normal classes. There's kind of no point, right? I'll be here as long as you guys need me, but I want to make sure you guys are moving in the right direction. Now I know Madison's not here, Nihad's not here, and let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's another person
Andrew.
missing. Andrew, that's it. So yeah. So we have 3 missing right now. So, and I can send you guys a Zoom links if you guys want to use those, or you guys can meet on some other method, however you guys want to do that.
Yeah, Zoom or Collaborate could work. We have a bunch of Collaborate set up.
Yeah, the university kind of warned me off of Collaborate because it uses some university resources where like this doesn't go through the university. So
Collaborate wasn't even working for me the one time I tried it. Like I couldn't even talk.
Yeah, we were having trouble with it today.
So where do you guys want to go from here on this?
So like they sent us the information about like what trucks they use I remember them sending that. So if we can be able to what carbon emissions for each truck, like I don't know how much they're putting on the truck, then we can do like a pivot chart and we can like filter it out, something that could work for something like that. Using those things as a filter, say like whatever that 50-foot truck, we could filter it out and how much carbon emissions would be in that truck, or what percentage of it's filled, something like that.
Yeah, another thing maybe to look at with those trucks is, the type of cab that's pulling it, because that'll make a difference on what the carbon output would be. Is it like a little Coca-Cola style cab, or is it something with a sleeper on it? All these different factors. So, yeah.
How would we use this spend data? Like we won't really deal with the money, right? The dollar amounts.
The only thing I can really think about that is if you guys wanted to go down to possibly the carbon per dollar, it might be an option, but it might be more impacted by like the number of products, because I believe that's in the data. So that could be something to consider. It really sucks that we kind of went online, but yeah, and that's really the direction I would think of if we wanted to incorporate the spend, is to look at the dollar per mile, or the carbon per dollar based on the loads, but that would be unique to each vendor.
Yeah.
Maybe if we just choose some of the largest vendors, we can just break down a few of them just to kind of see. We don't got to do all of them.
Yeah, and another thing was that Troy was interested in learning about was, let's say, I don't know, Chick-fil-A gets 3 deliveries a week, let's say. Well, could they combine it and have 2 larger deliveries? So I think that would be something worth looking into. And we obviously can't see if they could actually, like their coolers actually hold that amount of product. And talking to their on-site managers is kind of impossible right now. Go governor who just made West Virginia stay-at-home order expand through the end of the month.
Ours is still like ours in Virginia is until like June 10th. Fucking June.
Wow. I mean, they just pushed the primary elections in West Virginia to June 12, I think.
Yeah, they've done that in Ohio already. Oh my gosh.
They're just trying to have fun, Kevin. Let them be.
Yeah.
Well, I'm trying to learn, and they're disrupting my learning experience.
Little brothers and sisters?
No, my neighbors.
Ah. All right.
Just move.
Oh, pretty soon we'll get a tour of his house, it seems.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, you're walking around your house, so it seems like we're getting a tour.
Oh, I mean, I can.
That's all right.
What'd you do in class today? Oh, I just showed everyone my house.
It's house tour day.
Yeah. So, you think you guys got a good direction to head on for this, or you need some other areas clarified?
No, but if you could send like an email on kind of like a summary, just so I could look back and have some maybe questions to answer by Monday.
Sure. Yeah, and I'll be available basically every day. I got nothing else to do, to be honest. So we can work something out if you guys want to do team by team, one-on-one, whatever, the whole group, if you want to do that. Just let me know and we can make it happen.
Cool.
All right. Sounds good. Well, if you let Andrew and Madison know, I'll send an email to Nihat about, we're pretty much done. And it looks like Virgil wants to get back to work.
Huh.
I see his
Yeah,
safety glasses. And
I've been laughing at me this entire time.
you should tell him we all say hi.
Oh, he can hear you. He can hear you. I don't have headphones.
Ah, all right. Well, if you guys got nothing else, we'll wrap it up.
All right.
Cool.
Talk to you guys
So
later.
Tuesday's next meeting.
I'll send an email out. We might try to do sometime on Monday to kind of go over things before meeting with Troy on Tuesday, if that sounds good to you guys.
Yeah, I'm free later in the days.
Okay, so I mean, afternoon Mondays
Yeah.
sound good for everybody?
Yeah.
All right. I'll send something out, and if you can't make it, don't feel bad, but I would appreciate you guys coming, and I'm glad to see you guys. So.
Are you gonna like post the recordings?
Yeah, I got this recording, so I'll link it or post it or do something with it where you guys can get to it.
All right, cool. Thanks.
All right, not a problem. All right, you guys have a good one.
Yep.
Stay safe.
See you.
See you guys.
See you. Madison, join the meeting.
Great timing, Madison. So we just got it wrapped up.
I was in the class.
Yeah, not a problem. So we just kind of went over what I asked how everybody's doing, what is everybody keeping themselves occupied with, and if you had any questions for the project, and then we started talking about the syllabus, or not the syllabus, the spreadsheet, since Troy was interested in the spreadsheet.
Mm-hmm.
So coming up with something along the lines of where maybe some drop-down menus in the Excel spreadsheet, and then you get a value at the end that shows you like carbon impact.
Mm-hmm.
So they can make some options or decisions of whether to go one way with deliveries or maybe another way. I also mentioned you guys should look at maybe combining shipments. Like instead of 3 shipments a week, 2.
Mm-hmm.
So that would obviously take a third of the carbon impact off maybe. So does that make sense?
Yeah, sounds good.
All right, cool. Well, yeah, that's about what we covered, and
Okay.
probably meet again on Monday. So you have class on Monday, or
I just work, but I can probably move my schedule around.
okay? So we're gonna meet with Troy on Tuesday at roughly 2 o'clock. I might bump it to 2:30 because you got class and I want you to be there.
Okay.
So we might. I want to have everybody tell me what they're going to talk about and stuff. Maybe a once over, maybe some final tweaks before talking to Troy on Tuesday.
Okay.
So, yep. And this is being recorded, so I'll send the recording out.
Okay, sounds good.
All right. Cool.
Thanks.
Well, thanks for stopping by. We'll we'll see you later. Send me an email if you have any other questions, or we can set up a Zoom just like I told everybody else. So,
Okay.
all right.
Sounds good.
Cool.
Have a
All
good
right.
rest of your day.
You too. Stay safe.
Thanks, you too. Bye.
Bye.